Welcome back to the channel, your go-to spot for all things crypto, where we break down the hottest news, price predictions, and market moves. If you're an XRP holder or curious about what's next for Ripple, you're in the right place today. We're diving into the biggest XRP news of 2025. The SEC might be on the verge of dropping its appeal in the Ripple lawsuit, and this could be a game changer for XRP's price, adoption, and institutional interest. We're talking massive potential. Some analysts are calling for $15 or more. So, grab your coffee, hit that like button, and let's dive in. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update. The SEC versus Ripple lawsuit has been the crypto world's longest-running drama since 2020. For those new here, the SEC sued Ripple, claiming XRP was an unregistered security. Ripple fought back, and in 2023, we got a landmark ruling. XRP programmatic sales, those on exchanges, are not securities. Huge win for Ripple and the crypto industry. But the SEC filed an appeal, keeping the uncertainty alive. Now, in August 2025, the crypto community on X is with speculation that the SEC might drop this appeal. Why? Insider chatter and recent SEC moves suggesting they're reconsidering. Former SEC lawyer Mark Fagel cautioned that no one outside the SEC knows the exact timing, but the vibe is optimistic. Why does this matter? If the SEC drops the appeal, it could mean full regulatory clarity for XRP in the US, a green light for XRP spot ETF, which could bring billions in institutional money, and a massive boost for Ripple's business, especially their new stablecoin. This isn't just speculation. Ripple's been making big moves, like pursuing a US national trust bank charter and complying with the EU MiCA regulations. They're positioning themselves as a powerhouse in global finance, and the SEC dropping the appeal could be the final puzzle piece. Let's talk numbers. As of today, August 5, 2025, XRP is trading around $3. XRP is trading around $3.04 to $3.08, with a market cap of about $180 billion, making it the third largest crypto behind Bitcoin and Ethereum. But it's down 1.09% in the last 24 hours and 2.48% over the past week. According to CoinMarketCap, we hit a recent high of $3.65, so this dip looks like profit-taking after a strong rally. XRP been consolidating in a symmetrical triangle pattern, and analysts on X, are calling this a bullish setup. The key support level is $3. XRP holding strong above it. Resistance is at $3.165 to $3.18. If we break that, we could see a push to $3.30 or even $3.50 soon. But if we drop below $3, the next support is $2.80 to $2.95. Here's where it gets exciting. Some analysts, like the one from Crypto Insight, are predicting a 430% surge to $15 if the SEC news breaks positively, and long-term projections for 2030 are as high as $26.97. Why? Regulatory clarity could unleash institutional demand, and Ripple's stablecoin might increase XRP burns, reducing supply and driving prices up. But there's a flip side. We saw a $175 million XRP transfer from Ripple co-founder Chris Larsen recently, which sparked some dumping fears on X, plus $16 million in long liquidations in a single hour shows volatility. So, while the bulls are in control, keep an eye on these risks. Why is this SEC appeal news such a big deal? Regulatory clarity in the US would make XRP a safer bet for institutions right now. Banks and financial giants are hesitant because of the lawsuit overhang. If the SEC backs off, expect a flood of institutional money. Case in point, XRP just got listed on Hong Kong's Hashkey exchange, a major regulated platform. That's a huge deal for Asian institutional investors. Combine that with Western Union exploring stablecoin products using Ripple's tech, and you can see the momentum building. Then there's Ripple stablecoin posts on X suggest every stablecoin transaction could burn XRP, reducing supply and potentially driving prices higher. If Ripple stablecoin becomes a go-to stablecoin for cross-border payments, XRP's utility and demand could skyrocket. And let's not forget ETF. The crypto market's been buzzing about spot XRP ETFs since the 2023 ruling. If the SEC drops the appeal, firms like Bitwise and Grayscale could fast-track ETF approvals, bringing in billions from retail and institutional investors. Look at Bitcoin. Its ETF approvals in 2024 pushed it past $123,000. XRP could see a similar boost. XRP rally isn't happening in a vacuum. The crypto market's been on fire, With Bitcoin hitting $123,000 and the total market cap nearing $4 trillion, legislative wins like the Genius Act are paving the way for stablecoin adoption, which is great for Ripple's RLUSD and, by extension, XRP, but there's a catch. Macro factors are creating some headwinds. The U.S. jobs report was weaker than expected, and the Fed's hinting at rate cuts. This could spark volatility across all markets, including crypto. XRP's recent 2.48% weekly drop reflects some of this caution, while the long-term outlook is bullish. Short-term pullbacks and broader market corrections are possible. XRP outperforming the broader market, which is down 2.3%. That's a sign of strength. If Bitcoin keeps climbing and the SEC news hits, XRP could decouple from the market and go parabolic. Let's talk strategy. If you're holding XRP, you're in a strong position. The $3 support level is holding, and the SEC news could be a massive catalyst. If you're thinking of buying, consider dollar cost averaging to mitigate volatility. Set alerts for $3.18 resistance and $2.80 support to catch the next big move. A big warning: stay safe out there. X is full of scams, fake giveaways, phishing links, you name it. Always double-check wallet addresses and never share your private keys if you're trading with leverage. Be careful, those $16 million liquidations show how fast things can move for long-term holders. This is a buy the rumor, sell the news moment. If the SEC drops the appeal, we could see a quick spike to $5 or higher, followed by a pullback. Watch the charts and X sentiment to time your moves. Let's check the pulse on X. The XRP army is hyped. SEC appeal drop XRP to $10. Not everyone's drinking the Kool-Aid. Some users are worried about Larson's $175 million transfer and macro risks like Fed rate cuts. The bulls have the edge, but stay grounded and do your own research. The biggest XRP news of 2025 is here. The SEC potentially dropping its appeal could send XRP to $15 or beyond, with institutional adoption and Ripple paving the way. But volatility's real, so trade smart. What do you think? Will XRP hit $5 by year-end, or are we headed for a dip first? Drop your predictions in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with your crypto crew, and subscribe for daily updates. Join our Discord for exclusive alpha. Until next time, stay bullish, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Ripple helps financial institutions reduce friction, unlock efficiencies, and serve their customers better. These are not abstract concepts. We work every day with banks that rely on our technology to deliver real results in the global economy. Ripple leverages the XRP ledger, a decentralized, battle-tested, open-source blockchain, as well as its native digital asset, XRP, to facilitate payments.